Let's try this one more time. Take 5. March 2nd, 2002. Dear Gregory, no matter how I try, I can't force myself to concentrate on my homework. I haven't been eating really right for the past 5 days or so, as in having nothing but corn chips, a pop, and a slice of chocolate mousse from 9 p.m. to 6 p.m. the next day, and going for a walk on that. Also, over the 3 days off from school, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, plus I was sick Thursday, I was on the phone every night for forever, and Saturday night till like 3 a.m., and my dad got me up at like 9:30 or 10, and then I stayed up the next night, last night, till 4 a.m. and overslept an hour for getting ready for school. I got 2.5 hours of sleep. Every night I was on the phone with Mickey. Last night, around 1 a.m. or 2, I think, I asked him out. I don't even like him that much because, wait for it. This is pretty great. You're gonna love this. You're gonna love this. I don't even like him that much because he's racist and hates gay/bi guys. And lies a lot. Oh, my standards going down, down, and acting a clown. But baby, I need validation. Could have a better boy in a minute, but I'm stuck in high school with all the dipshits. You know what? I'm proud. That was improv for you guys. But when he calms down and gets a little sleepy, there's no one sweeter. Well, that's a lie. Today, I got my bra back from Ben, the elastic white lace one. I didn't even take it out of the same old picture I'd used to wrap it. I used to wrap things in pictures I'd drawn in my sketchbook. Ben probably never fully took it out until, after driver's ed, I stood in my room for like 3 minutes, heavily breathing in, with my bra held to my nose, not wanting to put it down because it smelled like him. Dramatic reenactment. I'll miss you, Ben. Sure you loved that. Okay. He will always hold an undescribable power over me. I never want any boy besides him to know me and love me like he did. But I do look to maybe seek a replacement so I can play pretend that it's Ben. I don't know. Maybe this is all blown out of proportion because of my fatigue, but I can't concentrate to do my Spanish, and I can't sleep till my Spanish is done, and I can't concentrate till I work this all out, but I can't work anything out till I get some rest. So I guess here I go to try my homework one more time. Damn. BTW. Estimate for a relationship with Mickey. 2 weeks. Greta C., March 2nd, 2002. So, I had a lot of things to say about this the first 4 times I recorded. All I'm going to say is it's like a theme for me that if I have started or been in a relationship with someone and like I'm all in and they seem to be too, and then like I've dealt well with sort of mutual breakups or like nice breakups where they're like, let's just be friends. This isn't really working out. We want different things, blah, 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 but we can still be friends type of thing. What I do not handle well and have never handled well, and probably I don't think anyone handles well, is when you are full in, the other person is full in, and then they're just like, I don't like you anymore. You're weird, or you're too much to handle, or I was just pretending to like you for X, Y, or Z. Ha ha. And that just like crushes you. And that person does, for me, hold like a very specific type of power over me, because like my desire to be liked, even if I am not loved, is off. It's off the charts. Like, I have mad anxiety whenever I feel like someone is upset with me, or that I like could have done something better or different, or if I offended someone. Heaven forbid I offend someone. Like, I am small and weak in the heart. Like, I am one empathetic bitch. It's not helpful. Anyway, moving on. I just wanted to readdress that. And I also want to address one other thing, but I'm going to go ahead and read this first and see if I feel like it's still applicable. So we are jumping ahead to March 16th. 2 weeks. Has the relationship with Mickey survived? Dear Gregory, today I found out Melody is nearly anorexic. Also, I tried slitting my wrists with a safety pin in science. Disclaimer. Okay, so obviously slit is the wrong word here, because no one's slitting anything with a safety pin. It was more like seam ripping through like all of the layers of your epidermis until you get down to like the blood stuff. But I wasn't trying to kill myself, obviously. No one does that with a safety pin.
It sounds like talking with someone might help. The National Suicide Prevention Lifeline offers free and confidential emotional support.
Oh, thank you, Apple Watch. I'm talking about the past, though. Whew, I'm blushing. Apple calling me out. I was, for the first time, engaging in self-harm as a cry for help. There's so much stigma around the phrase cry for help, because it is used to dismiss very serious suicide attempts, or, you know, that sort of thing. In particular, I was just like, I felt like the Titanic, like emotionally hemorrhaging, like rapidly sinking, and no one was taking it seriously, because no one takes the pain of teenage girls seriously until they are dead. Anyway, I was doing it in science class, I think, because I was hoping my science teacher would notice and talk to me. And honestly, I was hoping like the fact that I was self-harming would, like, you know, leave someone shook enough to maybe realize that I wasn't fucking around with how much I felt like I was drowning. But no one really noticed. Or if they did notice, they didn't care. I'd like to think that's not the case. I'm sure classmates noticed and didn't care, because, you know, that's just the way the world sometimes. Carrying on. So yes, in science class. And I'm losing my edge with my grades, but I don't want to talk about all that. For one night, I want to be shallow and self-concerned. I think I mean like I don't want to talk about all the things that are like weighing me down. I want to just be in complete denial and talk about the few good things, or like fun things, like so Mickey and I made it. Today he turned 14, and it was our 2-week mark. Gosh, it's been too long since I've found time to write to you. Mickey had his birthday party last Friday, which was also the first district snow day in at least a good 9 years. First it was me and Melinda and Mickey and Alex. So we just hung around and snowmobiled and stuff. Then Alex left and we ate pizza. Then Vincent came. I'd been there since like 2:30 or 3 p.m. and it must have been around 6 p.m. or something. Now that Vincent was there, they totally just made out. Mickey had a tummy ache, and I almost threw up from the Domino's breadsticks, but it got better. Then we made out. For a good 4 more hours. Okay, for at least 4 more hours. We were making out. Made out for 4 hours. Do you guys remember that? When you used to make out for like hours? Because you were like, well, we've never gone further, and we're not gonna go further because I don't want to get called a slut. Slut shaming. We made out for a good 4 more hours at least. I have never had a guy kiss like that before. He's so much more sensual and kinkier. What? A lot less love, a lot more lust. But in a good way. He all says he wanted to go as far as I would have let him that night. But I only let him feel me up and make out, which made me so horny. OMG. I want to f him. Oh well, I won't. G2G. Parenthesis, I really like Mickey, end parenthesis. I think those are the hormones talking. Heart Greta, March 16th. Excuse me? Haha! You can't interrupt it, I just finished. Pretty clearly, hormones abound. Still being a virgin, but wanting to not be. Nice. I remember that party, and I remember making out on that couch. I think there's pictures of it. I'm like wearing his black and white jersey. It was like some pop punk band, I think. At the time, he was really into pop punk. Like, he showed me All American Rejects, I think. Yes? He had an All American Rejects hoodie that I had for a while. I gave it back to him, unfortunately. He was like, I don't want it. I don't listen to that kind of music anymore. But he got really into like gangster rap. He's still kind of like that. I'm also Facebook friends with Mickey. I like to try to be Facebook friends with all of my exes, especially when they start to appear in here. I like to go hunt them down and be like, can I find everyone that's a character in Dear Teen Diary and creep them? And then I'm also low-key like, should I send them a link to these? The answer is probably not, especially if there were a few people from 8th grade whose names I did not change because I didn't think about it yet. I was just doing this for fun. And I mean, I'm still doing it for fun. God, it's no point to doing it otherwise, right? I have no idea when I'll make another one of these because I'm battling depression and anxiety, mostly surrounding like the full-time inescapable motherhood during a pandemic. But you know what? My kids are awesome and I do love them. So I just wish that I could get a babysitter to occasionally go somewhere with my husband that isn't here because we're still trying really hard to, quarantine. Like, we have our bubble. We have one other family we hang out with. But anyway, that's the end. I'm going to let you go.